Hello and welcome. Welcome to today's live stream tutorial. Today we are going to be drawing Ladybug and Cat Noir from the show Miraculous Ladybug. So what I'm doing about with this pose is I'm doing it at an angle where Miss Ladybug is flying through the sky. Or not flying. I meant to say where she's hanging around through her swinging around through her yo-yo, similar to kind of like how Spider-Man and Cat Noir is just being held, and just holding onto her waist, just hanging on by her waist, and he's just flinging around through the air. So this is going to be a cool foreshortening video, so you'll be learning a little bit how to do certain angles. So what I used for reference for this drawing was that there are tons of images of just Spider-Man poses on Google. So that's probably the best way you could you yourself, if you ever want to draw people just flinging through the air, similar to like this. I think the best source material is at least Spider-Man, you know. So what I started with is I started with the hand first and then drew the rest. I started with a square at an angle so that you would see the thumb just above, and then have the string here move somewhat bigger, like as if you're looking, like the camera's looking from the string, and it's moving down to the arm, and everything else gets slightly wider. So from there, I drew a circle. Then I drew another circle underneath that circle to add a bit of depth to this image. Later on, I'll be needing to thin out this arm because this makes her forearm look a little too muscular. So over here, I made her the top of her shoulder should extend a little upward, so that it covers a bit of her face, because that's what shoulders do, you know. So I'm just gonna maybe thin this arm out a little bit. So from here, I drew a box at an angle. And then for the thighs, I did another box underneath that box. But then I had the legs coming up, just having one leg in the front and one leg coming from underneath. There's more than one way to do this. But anyway, looks a little dirty here. So the way that I tend to do thighs is just that, you know, it's fat up here around the waist, but then you sort of thin it out when you get closer to the knee. And then the lower half of that thigh, or I should say the leg here, you just thin it out, and then there you go. And just use a box for the foot, and then now you just have a hanging foot here. Give me a sec, my nose is running. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna round the thighs out here. But not make them too round, because she is only what is it, a teenager, I guess? It's like, she doesn't look like she could be in college, but she She has a body type of that of like a teenager, so she's not fully developed, but she has some curves here and there. And then over here we're having the lower part of her leg show, but I'm having it smaller because obviously this right here, this arm is the closest to us, and the leg is at an angle. I guess if we had a focal point, it'd probably be down here right below where the toe is. So I guess this would probably be the best way of figuring it out. I guess another way that I could have done this drawing is that I did the focal point first and then drew everything around it. But oh well. Okay, now drawing Cat Noir's arms around Miss Ladybug's waist. I forget if that's just her name or does everybody I forget. It has been a while since I've watched the series, so I forget if they just call her Ladybug or just Miss Ladybug or Lady Ladybug or something like that. Okay. So I use the plus here. So I use a plus on everyone's face so that I get a general idea about where the eyes, nose, and mouth will be. Okay. And then over here for this arm, I'm doing the same thing with drawing two circles, but I'm having one circle go into the other circle for this foreshortening effect. Okay. Clean this up. Okay. So the way that I did Cat Noir is I just made a little box. I just have that box with little legs just flinging all over the place. So I don't have to have the muscles here too defined because they're just kids. So they're just getting started with their muscles. So even though they're wearing super tight, their outfits are super tight and very defined of their shape, still you can barely tell any muscle on them. Okay, now that we got his pants, I'm gonna add on his belt. Wait, where is belt? Okay. So it seems to be his tail is underneath his belt. Okay, and now over here we're just adding his little, was it a staff or something? His staff and just a bits of, couple of squares here, so that we see that he's got his little gadgets here and there. Then we're adding a bit of his back. Okay, and now we're gonna add his little, what is it called? Ears? Yes. I'll add his nose and eyes before I add on his hair. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to start adding his hair. Just have it free flowing all over the place. Okay. Now we're going to go back and do some more touch up on Miss Ladybug here. Thin out her arms a little. So what I'm doing over here, okay, so one thing, a little bit of a tip here is just like, for a girl's chest, it always seems like, the chest area always leads up to like, just to like the armpit here. Okay, fix this so you can see better. See? Works great. We're just like, it just wraps around. It just makes up the armpit here. Maybe I'll shrink down her head a little bit. Okay, and then we're having the shoulder, and then have a bit of collarbone here. Oh, look at that, we got a neck going on now. Okay. Okay, no, okay, first fix the arm. Okay. Like always at an angle, there's like a bit of like what is this section here? It's like right under the armpit. Use like a bit of back that is shown. Okay, and now we're just gonna go ahead and fix the hand here. Be thinning it out. Oh wait, maybe I should. There we go, that looks better. Squaring, make the fingers go all the way. Okay, and now I'm gonna add on her face. I'll first start with the mask. Okay, then we're gonna have the ears here. The ears are gonna be placed right under the line that we placed for beneath where the eyes should be. Maybe make the hair a little bigger. Okay. Have some hair covering over her mask. And now we're going to add a bit of her pigtails. No, it's not pigtails. So what is it called? Just a two-sided ponytail? Okay. And then for the hand back here, I'm just gonna do a simple fist. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Oh wait, I forgot to define his fingers here. Okay, but wait, let me check to see. Oh, I forgot. He's got like Cat Noir's got these little cuffs on his hands. Okay, so I'll get to I'll start inking out this drawing now with my thick tip Sharpie. So yeah, since now that we're just going through like the inking process, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know, like, do you have a favorite character? Do you think this is your, uh, the night, yeah, blah blah blah. Excuse me. What I meant to say is this. I mean, it's been heavily hinted in the show, that these two might become a couple. It's so obvious, and that it's probably gonna happen. And then probably, who knows, like, there's been a lot of speculation about, like, who the villain is. It might be Cat Noir's father or whatever. Who knows, that'd be, like, an interesting twist. But, like, were there any other, ships or couples from the series, that you think that might have some potential in the future? Feel free to leave a comment below below this video or during the live stream, and let me know. Let me pull it up. Okay, now that I have the live stream up, you are free, you the viewer are free to let me know if there are any other ships, relationships out there from the series that you think would be interesting to see. Oh yeah, I decided to round out his shoes, just so that it would make sense. You know, at least it doesn't look flat. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna switch on over to my thin tip Sharpie and do the finer details. Okay, now it's working. Okay, now that I got that fixed up, I'm going to start erasing, just so we get to see what we haven't finished yet. Okay, now that we can see, I'll connect these two. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add Ladybug's polka dots or whatever. Just putting them in random spots. I'm having them spaced out so that they're not too, it's not too all over the place. Okay, I think I'm gonna move on over, maybe add a few to the hands here. Okay, I'm gonna add a bit of hair texture. Man, this camera of mine's really been jiggling all over the place. I'll probably have that fixed by next video. Okay. I think I'm gonna fill in the black here. Or at least the circles that I just made. Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna use the big one, the big marker to fill these in. There we go. Okay. Hmm, what should I do with Cat Noir? Because, like, his outfit is, you know, just one big black dark color. So what should I do? I mean, I don't want it to, like, clash in or blend with the dots that I've already drawn. So I guess what I can do is have a bit of white space here and there. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave it as it is, just to avoid confusion. Or no, wait, no. No, I thought, okay, here's a better idea. I'll just use very thin lines. That way he has some toning, but it won't be confused for a complete black tone with the dots that I just drew on Ladybug. I'm keeping these lines as close to each other as possible. I'm having these lines curved so that they give some dimension to Cat Noir's body. It's like drawing lines for a cylinder for his legs. As you can see, I changed up the directions of some of the lines because I don't want them to be confused for legs. Like, during these legs, I made them curved, but during the shoes, I kept them straight and going in a different direction. But then for the bottom of the shoes, I went back in a similar direction. So that way there's a bit of break. Oh, I forgot to do a couple of dots around the mask as well. Okay, add a bit of toning here on the mask as well. Okay, and then I'll do some hair toning. Okay. Oh, I completely forgot this section here, this tail. I think I'll do a bit of cross-hatching here on just only the pant leg. And maybe a little bit on the stomach as well. A little bit on the tail here. Like this helps to make a bit of a break in between all these lines. That way your eyes see that there's a bit of shadow, and then you see that, you know, like this tail is its own thing. That's why it's good to, excuse me, that's why it's good to have two different thickness in lines. You know, the outline is thick, but these, the lines here that I'm using for toning, I'm using this thin tip Sharpie to do the toning. And then I have some of these lines moving in complete different directions. Okay, I think I'll add a bit of toning here on the leg, thigh. I'm just adding those there to help define the muscle. Just add a bit of like tone shadows there. Okay. Maybe I'll just add a little bit something here. Just something for the background. So it looks like there's a ground and they're high in the sky or something. Okay. I think I'll just leave it at that. Oh no, wait. Forgot to do this. This little trick here I actually learned from while reading the the manga One Piece, the manga creator, used to do these little lines right on Luffy's arm to give this like sort of weird foreshortening effect, where like it starts small and then it gets bigger as it gets closer to the viewer. Okay, I'll leave it at this. I hope you enjoyed this this drawing tutorial. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. You know, help support my stuff. Subscribe for more how to draw live stream tutorials. You can find a scanned version. Like if you want to print this drawing out later, I'll leave a link to the description of this video when I scan it and upload it to my Twitter and/or Tumblr sometime in the near future. Be sure to come back to this video when when I finally get the chance to do that. Alright, okay. Right. Check out my comic, Don the Mask Volume 1 and Don the Mask Volume 2. If you enjoy detectives going out, stopping bad guys, solving mysteries, then maybe this comic is for you. You know, link to this comic in the description of this video. You can read the first 10 pages on Amazon or CreateSpace. So yes, thanks for coming out. I hope to see you again real soon. I'll pull up the camera up a little bit so you get a good view of at least everything. Yes. I'll hold this up for at least a good few more seconds. So yes, thanks for coming out. Stay tuned and subscribe for more. Bye.